A lot of it is facial diagnosis. I'm looking at the sclera. I'm looking at the tongue. I will listen to the pulse, and it's not just like the pace. Like there are 64 types of pulse to be heard, right? So what is the person presenting with, right? All these subtle cues, how they sit, how they stand, how they eat, all of these are telling you something about them. And you can see whether or not someone is constipated from their face. You can see osteoporosis, prodromal signs and symptoms in the eyes. Like when you learn how to read the map correctly. So there are all these tools that are just like walking around in front of you. You don't need a test. You just use your eyes and question.
And ears. It was funny because with the heart thing, we talk about frequencies and vibrations all the time, and you would imagine like it would beat a certain different way, or with a certain type of what was to say impact or intensity or to create a specific type of wave. So I never really thought about it that way until you mentioned that, and which is obviously, I mean, I always just thought faster or slower, right?
Oh, there's so much more to it. Like so my teacher, Dr. Basant Lad, he's a master of pulse diagnosis. That is not my specialty, but it is his, and he'll teach, like, there's what we call sarpa gati, it's the pulse of the snake, or there's manduka gati, the pulse of the frog, or there's hansa gati, the pulse of the swan, right? And all of these tell you something about the foundational kind of operating system of this particular organism that's in front of you. It's so fascinating. And then, of course, we use confluence, right? It's not just one thing, but how do all these puzzle pieces come together, right? That heart rate, the skin tone, the coating on the tongue, to paint this beautiful picture of the being in front of us.
So when you said function, whenever you say like this organism in front of us is functioning this way, we think functioning as in like firing with thought processes, activating muscles, synapses, maybe muscle contraction because we're exercising. What do you think of in the Ayurvedic world as far as function?
Yeah, what I think of is how in tune is your body with the message of your soul. How in tune is the radio signal that is your organism to the divine medicine and magic that you are here to serve with the world? How are you showing up? Are you truly living out the four aims of human life, right? Which is dharma, artha, kama, and moksha, right? It's your divine contribution to society, the way you share your light in a way that lights not only you up, but everyone around you, right? It's kama, it's love, the pursuit of sensual pleasure and happiness. It's artha, it's the pursuit of wealth. And then it's liberation, like letting go of all of it. Letting go of all of it. And that is what this body, this vessel, this vehicle is for this breadth and wealth of human experience. And when you are sick, when you are feeling less than, you are not able to tune into the message your soul is sending. Right? Because it is like a radio dial. When you feel like shit, you're like, I can't think about doing my divine work because, like, I can't get up out of bed. So really, it's that deeper, like, it's just so magical, that deeper truth and possibility for the human experience.